Okay. Hopefully this works. Anyway, today, totally not because I fell asleep. It's running a bit late. Anyway, so we're doing the Mecha Collection Volume 6. Oolong's Road Buggy. Road Buggy here. This is the 6 in the 7 part series here. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to be building this plastic model now. Okay, so give us a like if you like it, subscribe, what have you. You know the drill. Okay, so I'm just going to try to get the thumbnail. Try and get a thumbnail picture here. I'll do. Anyway, now let's get going. Alright, so actually maybe we'll check the sound. Occasionally I'm getting issues in the live stream. Well, I got it once or twice. So it's not that occasional, but it happens. Is the sound choppy? Nope, it's not. It's fine. Let's go. Alright, anyway, so unboxing. So you have your parts, and I'm getting the tools here. Or if the zoom is a bit okay. So, I'll do it. Fine, I don't like it. It's always hard to get it right. Let's make sure. Yeah, well, anyway. This one has a little post. Makes it easy to open the part without needing scissors or anything. Oh. Guess you get the. This one's gonna go on a curved surface. I mean, most of the well, yeah, most of the stickers I've seen, those are just stickers on water slide decals, as I originally thought. But most of them go on flat surfaces, so they're like, it's fine if it can go, like, stickers apply well on flat surfaces. They're not so much on like curved surfaces. Some stickers are kind of flexible, might be the kind that's flexible, but so anyway, in the box we have our parts, 2 runners, I guess. Another part of the romantic thingy. Yeah, each. So in the set of 7, there's this came out a few years ago. I thought I mentioned that. So Bigger collection usually like deals with like small vehicles. They're not always to scale, like this one is not. There's no scale to it. And yeah, so this one, if you collect all 7, each part gives you like a separate extra part that's going to build a neat vehicle, which is called Bulma's Romantic Fighter Plane. And yeah, so you get the instruction here. I'll get some ads for Figure Eyes, which was sold when. Yeah, so it came out. The whole thing came out in 2017, so quite some time ago. I mean, not so long ago in relative terms, but I guess if you're watching it now, Bill, I am actually building. I bought this when it first came out, so actually, I bought this kit like what, 9 years ago? Yeah, pretty much. No, wait, 7 years ago. Yeah, coincidence. And yeah, I'm only making it now, so long time ago, short time ago. Anyway, so yeah, you get your instruction. Comes with a color guide when you want to paint it. Like the plastic here isn't It's not an exact match for. It's the base color, yes, but not an exact match for what it's supposed to be. So it is recommended that you paint it, I guess. Obviously, at least the characters will require glue, well, plastic cement to hold together, because you can't really paint them by just press fitting them together. And yeah, so I'm gonna start doing this thing. Alright, so the instructions, I mean, it's usually all the same thing, blah blah blah. You're supposed to like cut an edge, like an extra margin. Why do you need tweezers for this one? Do you always use tweezers? I don't never use. Well, you always use just the plastic nipper. Do not supposed to. Well, okay, fine. Blah blah. You don't really need tweezers. What do you need tweezers for? Yeah, fit the parts together securely. Yeah. You're supposed to like cut down here. You need to leave a margin when you're cutting. Oh, another interesting thing. So, these are only nippers from the excess. Blah blah. And now it's in red. I don't think there's red in the previous one. I need to check. Well, whatever. So, wait, what? Gate? Why is it called gate? I know these weird things every time I read this. So, one of the things about newer Bandai, like in the older days, like you didn't have any, like the instructions were all in Japanese. Like later on, they started adding English, which might have been like maybe 10 years ago now, maybe 9, 10 years ago, which is not that recent, but like in the scale of things, like how long we've had model kits from Japan, quite a long time ago. I think even like the reissues have like English now. I'm pretty sure like the kits I was building, the HG kit didn't have any English. Anyway, yeah, they do have like, okay, 4-wheel drive buggy, made to look like a shark, and off-road buggy operated by Oolong. Secretly has a number of capsules, like autograph, you steal them from Bulma or something. So, yeah, like, okay, this is like the Communist Party uniform. Communist Army uniform. Like from the actual, like, the Communist, it's not that long ago. Like, when I was a kid, I remember seeing pamphlets for like Communist Party of China, like actual commies who dressed like that. Yeah, so Dragon Ball is actually a manga from the 80s, an anime from the 80s. So if you're a 90s kid, you were watching stuff from the 80s. And you think, oh, Dragon Ball Z is so 90s. No, it's the 80s. I think Dragon Ball Z is from the 80s. I think. I mean, yeah, the US had got things later than most countries, like in terms of anime. Like if you lived in France and stuff, or like most of the other countries, really, like it's. Oh, this is a romantic part. Yeah. So one thing I don't. Not. I guess makes me a nerd for those things. Like, people say, "Oh, I like anime." You know, you just like Attack on Titan and Cowboy Bebop. You don't know anything about anime. Like saying your favorite anime is Naruto and Dragon Ball doesn't really. Well, Dragon Ball, Naruto, and I guess what's the other one? Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, it's popular, but not that popular. It's easier these days. Back in the day, it was harder. Well, it's not in the US, I guess, but outside it was like it's not that hard. It was just not that prevalent. I guess the world is getting smaller until one day it will just disappear. It should really. Did I get all of them on this side? Yep. So I'm rambling a bit, but that's the whole point of this section. while you're nipping stuff off. That's the relaxing part of the operation here. The therapeutic part, the zen part, if you will. So yeah, sometimes you get like stuff, you can, like, this way is thinner, so you should probably nip it this way, but like you can't really do it while it's like that. So for those, I guess like that's the reason. Oops, that's kind of snapped. That's why you would like take off a little bit excess. I got you. Oh, there's one in the back. It would have been better design, like if all those like sprues or what have you were like attached to either parts that were completely flat, or even better, parts that would be like hidden inside once you join the parts together. That would be like much better quality, I think. If anyone from Bandai is watching, that might be the case. I don't know. Like I stopped buying hobby kits for a while because they get expensive and inflation. Oh yeah, hobby kits do suffer from, like, Bandai kits, like, and all the kits suffer from shrinkflation in some form. The worst, well, I mean, one thing I remember is like, I don't know, there was a perfect grade RX 78-2, a Gundam, like I think it was 78-2, but it's like, it was basically like combining some of the, like, how to explain it? It's basically like all the updates we got from like real grade and whatnot, and like the like newer kits are actually kind of comparable. They're like, I mean, high. How do I say this? Like high grade these days is quite good. Like there's like lots of articulations, lots of like details, like the compared to like the older kits, and yeah, they've been like redoing some master grade. Like sometimes you get master grade version 2.0 and whatnot. Oh, that's Son-Goku's head, and just like twisted itself off. I'm gonna just get this part off because it's kind of annoying if you have to come back later and finish it. So here's my old worn out metal file here. A wood file wouldn't work. It's too rough. It would like rip out too much plastic. Whereas metal files, it's very cheap ones. Like if you use them a bit, after a while they tend to like get a bit shiny, since you know, like they got a bit worn out, that you can start using them for plastic. So you don't need expensive tools, just need like cheap tools that are broken. For example, another tool we have is a wooden stick. Just a wooden stick for pushing things. Tools, like, that's the cheapest part. You don't, I mean, I guess paint could be an issue. Although, I guess it depends. I don't know if you have, in the US, like there's you can mix paint colors at the hardware store. So you could, in theory, just do like a gallon of like wall paint. Wall paint has like much better adhesion. It's a bit thicker, but I mean that's a theory I've been working on. I mean, like contemplating, like maybe I could use wall paint instead of acrylic. But really, hobby paint like is usually just like very fine, because you need very thin layers on the model. And I guess, well, I guess the wall paint would be like too thick. That'll be a problem. See, like now we have a problem where I feel it's like hard to see, but it's like I feel like it can took off a bit more than it should have on the sprue fell off. Probably like the stress lines kind of propagate. Could use the god hand, but I mean it's not that. Like it looks pitted, but it's like not that pitted, just very slightly. It's something that can be easy. Like if you paint it, you'll easily hide the defects. You won't really see it anymore. I'm gonna take this part here and just move it out of the way. Just get this a little bit off. I don't need to get a replacement with this because I don't know if it's blunt or not, but it's just crushing the plastic and not really cutting it anymore. Anyhow, so I'm just gonna move this out of the way. The lengthiest operation again is like it's just removing the parts from the screws. Like the actual assembly takes like I don't know, 25%, like quarter of the time of what you spend getting things off there. Like also, it kind of depends how quickly you go, because I could go quickly, but like you gotta get a feel for the plastic. Sometimes like it feels like it's a bit, I don't know, dry, aged, what you call it, and it feels like it's gonna like leave like defects if you like cut it too fast. It's not exactly a Newtonian physics. Like it's like if you move, this one for example, this is like a connecting part, so that's a good part when you would like put the connecting thing, because like there's no, like it doesn't matter if you like take a bit excess off, like it's fine. It's a hidden part, it's not gonna matter. But like here, it's like on the very point. If you mess it up, it's gonna be very visible. Yeah. Okay. I need to carefully line it up. And I left a point, but what have you? Oh, wait a minute. Those are actually things we need to remove. It's probably mentioned somewhere. There you go. Cut here, it says. So I guess, yeah, you need to remove those extras. I guess those are just like leftovers from like the plastic injection. The hell? Is that a barrier? Alright. Okay, so let's keep going. This one's like on tiny detail, so not hard to judge. Oh, this one just like peeled itself off. So when you're cutting things off, it's like good to have your, like, try to hold on to the part so that it doesn't fly off. Okay, so I got all these are that's kind of finicky. Yeah. So these ones I'm gonna get. So the problem is, like, if you cut here, you can transfers through the part and like leaves stress marks where it's gonna separate. Actually, I didn't break out the god hand here. What was I doing? Anyway, yeah, this is the God hand, as you can tell. This is a God glove. What could be a God finger, huh? So, place the against the anvil, the part to cut gently. The thing is, like, this is expensive, so you're going to be like very careful with it. Well, it's not relatively expensive, so you're gonna cut it the way you're supposed to cut it. Also, it's very sharp, so it's like buttery smooth. There's an extra bit here, so like, you can basically finish. You don't have to sand it, file it, what have you. It's just like, and also you should avoid sanding clear parts if you don't want to. I mean, you could. There's a cleaning product, a flooring product, which basically like adds a layer of polyurethane, well, a clear coating of plastic. It's used to like clear coat floors, really. So you can use that, which is like oddly enough, like when you look at the product on Amazon, it's frequently bought together with like paint, airbrushes, basically like stuff used by people who build plastic models. Not so much people trying to clean, like make their floors shiny. So basically, if there's scratches on clear parts, you can still kind of salvage it by coating it. There's more expensive options though, but by volume, like the amount of material you get, it's like buying a like large tub of paint versus buying a small pot of paint to paint your house. So yeah, you do have specialized hobby clear coat sprays and what have you, but relatively expensive. I'm using relatively a lot. So I've got all these, just a few more left. Totally went slower than yesterday. Went much faster. Oh, tail. A good view of the tail here. Let's get this one. Yeah, see, it's attached to like a part that's not going to be visible. This one is in a corner, which kind of annoying. Like a very point. So yeah, if you like cut it too much, it like messes up the part. Like it evens out a little bit. Like you need to like sometimes like look very close, but it is still there. So this one, I mean, it's like, see all these stress marks on the end, and it's just like plastic may be a bit old, maybe like dried out or something. Okay, so I'm gonna put that away. A few more things away. Hold on. Okay, so got all the parts off. This method of doing things like you can sometimes forget a part on here, and like you eventually reach the instructions that need that part, and you keep looking in your pile and you can't find anything. Like confused and angry, but usually it means like you just left it on the runners. Well, I did. I don't think like most people don't do what I do and just build the whole thing at once. Just like chop everything and then I'll do it. Okay, so we start with this, and we go with this. Already, I think I'm missing a part. I can't be right. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I got this part, and that part goes to the turn. Really? No. No, it does not. That's a wrong hole for it. Wait, hold on. How is that even? I guess it's going to be hidden. Okay, fine. So the this one and that part go together. Come on. So you make sure it's like connected. And you should probably, what is this? Yeah, this shouldn't have a gap, so that's what you use plastic cement for, really. So it like helps melt those extras. So I'm just gonna, well, actually, like, it's probably like this is the connection points. They're probably like preventing it from connecting properly. So just move them apart a little bit. Yeah, it looks a bit better. Okay, there's still a gap, but okay. So yeah, if you like put like a very like, oh, that thing. Wait. This maybe, or not. But yeah, like if you add a little bit of plastic cement, it will melt those imperfections that are preventing it from completely like seamlessly joining together. It will create a seam which you'll have to like sand down or scrape down. But yeah. Okay, so that took a minute. So let's just keep going. So this is the one with the H thing. Another one of those here. So that's this side. We don't need to assemble the wheels separately. So yeah, it comes already. Now these will need to be removed anyway. There's A13 and A14, which might be a problem. Oh, different kinds of wheel, are they? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, hold on. Seems like it might be different size of wheels, which means it's a mistake. Or is it? They all seem to be the same size. The same. No. Okay, so yeah, these ones have different grooves, I guess, on the side. So these ones are, yeah, different. So we need to watch out. So these two are different. Assuming this one's the correct one. Assumptions. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, it looks like it fits, kinda. How are you different? Okay, whatever. Yeah, it fits. This is a... It looks bad, but it's just like the stress mark go deeper in the surface. Then you should file off. Basically, gently rubbing the surface, not forcefully scraping it off, filing it off. You need to remove as little material as possible. Okay, let's do these ones, because I forget. It looks like... Does the orientation even matter? I don't think so. It said like 14 and 13, but like they look identical. Oh well. So this goes here. It's a bit loose. That goes there. No, this is supposed to be the exhaust? No, those aren't lights. Oh, there. Oh, like that kind of grills, I guess. The black. That's all. Front part of the buggy, and that's the engine part, I guess. Okay, so this part goes here then. Here's the other one. Press it into there, and oh, forgot this part. There's a little bit extra here. I don't know why I left this one, not the other. Okay, I'll clean it later, because I don't think if I ever get around to painting this, it should. I'll have to file, like look for like imperfections and make sure it's all taken care of. I think this is more like a dry belt to make sure all the parts fit. There's nothing missing, nothing broken, nothing. Well, usually there isn't in the Bandai kits. Okay, so that's that. So put the saddle on. That way? Nope, that's not right. So it goes. Again. Oh, right, it goes that way. Okay, so then it presses in a bit tight. I should probably have separated that. Let me just separate that with my useless plastic things here. This might go metal. So, okay, see, stress marks are happening already. That's not good. It's a bit too tight. Hopefully I don't break this part. No, this is not good. Ah. Okay, you got it out. Okay, so these are like very small, very thin parts, so it seems like they could get damaged easily. So you need to be very gentle so that you don't accidentally bend them too far and they get permanently deformed, which I feel like already happened. A little bit. I mean, they have a little bit of wiggle. I guess it will be taken care of. This is a bit too tight, so I'm gonna bevel this a bit. I'm assuming this is gonna be hidden away. Yeah, it is. Under, or maybe not. It looked like it would be a hidden part. Oh, I guess if it connects here, yeah, it will be hidden, so it should be fine. It's a bit. Give the inside parts a bit scuffed. I'm trying not to stab myself with the file here. Let's see if that works better. Try to gently fit it in. Okay, still very tight. So maybe I need to like work on this one instead. Random tool. Too small. Try a bigger one. That's probably too big. I have tools randomly lying around. It's completely unrelated to plastic molding, but sometimes it's useful to have. I think that's good. Yeah, it's probably too big and broken as well. Let me try use some shitty AliExpress stuff here. Oh, that works. Try not to accidentally destroy the other stuff. Like occasionally, like these are obviously not meant for like hobby stuff, but there you can like buy like precision drill, like manual drill bits. So like, oh, okay, that's a little better. Slides in better. So sometimes you'll find like parts that fit too tight. It could be annoying later on if you try to take them apart. You could break everything. So it might be a good idea to like beforehand just make sure they can be taken apart. That's part of the dry building. Okay, this is a bit wobbly. Hopefully I didn't break this. I mean, they're wobbly on both sides, so it might be normal, but it seems a bit rickety to me. It's like a failure point. Okay, so this is the bottom part here. Wait, is that it? Is that the right way? I figured it would like have something like that would like join all the parts together, but I guess not. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this part goes with that part. There's like tiny details with the rivets and stuff, so to be careful. And this is like a tiny light detail, so you need to be careful when you're filing so you don't accidentally take that off. Scuff. You're basically gently scuffing it. Probably a circular motion will help a little bit. Not to do like up and down fast. You need to go slowly. Also part of the zen of oh, what am I building? Sorry, I should be checking chat more. So yeah, this is the Oolong's Road Buggy. It's a volume. It's 6 of 7 in the Dragon Ball Mecha collection. Thank you, Mr. Roy Gomez. Gomez? No, Gomez. How do I do this? Does it work? Can I even reply to? Oh, actually, let me finish this thing. I can't do everything at once. Computer is a bit far away. I have to like lean to be able to get there. Okay, so but yeah, thanks for the comment if you're still watching. Or yay, I'm getting famous or not. Okay, so then this part, that part, and now the Hey, we thought that like especially like this, these parts are a bit finicky. Like this seems to be well, I guess it's not gonna come apart, but it is a bit weird. Oh wait, wrong direction. The placement is a little bit weird. Okay, it kind of fit. It seems like it's gonna bend a bit. Alright. Checks out. So that should be everything we need for the okay, there's a little piece here. Okay, it's on the bevel. Yeah, close enough. It's a hole for their butts. So that goes here. So yeah, definitely need some See, it's like it like slightly wobbles off and comes off easily. So I probably we'll need some, not cement to join these two. Okay, there's like a stress lines already. I need to make sure, like if you're pushing, don't push against the parts that are gonna break. Just like push against the butt of it, which is, if I can get it back. Hopefully I don't break everything apart live. Which has happened already. I've broken a piece. I think I was like the second. Okay, this curve seems wrong. Yeah, it's on the wrong way. It's not. This side goes there. There you go. Much better. Or marginally better. Alright, you'll do for now. Make sure you don't stress those parts. Okay, that's the buggy part. Now the people part. And these, I don't like these, like some of these are just like on the very points, and it's like easy to like accidentally flatten something that was supposed to be pointed. And this is like on like a rope, and it's even worse. It's like a rope detail, it's like in his belt. Guess I'm gonna use this thing to like kind of etch it into shape without damaging the shape itself. I want to like lose this detail. I'd be very careful. Like it looks like a kit aimed for like younger, because it's like it's like the old Dragon Ball all style, like when Toriyama's art was like rounder and like more kid-like, I guess, but it has some traps to it. Like this one's probably gonna make the arm fit weird. Not fit. Okay, I can't even hold this, it's too small. My fingers get fatter as I grow older. I don't know. Yeah, another edge thing here. Make sure I'm not. Chisel it. Make sure I'm not like do it very gently. It's better to go very slowly rather than try to accidentally apply too much force and one, hurt yourself, two, ruin your part in that order. So it's preferable to ruin your part to avoid hurting yourself, I guess, but if you could avoid both, that's better. Anywho, this part here, some flashing from close enough. You can actually, I mean, you could use, probably not, I guess kid bashers might do that, like use, I guess, what's it called, acetone? Not acetone, well, basically the stuff that melts the plastic a little to sculpt it a bit. Although it's gonna end up like that guy in RoboCop who melts in toxic sludge. He has a name, but we don't know what the name is. Won't care. Okay, so let's put this two together. It's not really the first part. No, let's put the Oolong together first. Luckily, his whole front is like just one piece. Okay, so whole back also one piece. Where's his arms? It's just one piece as well. So it goes that way. Where's his hand? No, his hand is already on his hat. So it joins here where his hand is on his hat. Then he has a gun. But yeah, people used to carry guns back then. Imagine that, like if, like, this is a, supposedly, oh, hold on. There's a gap. I may need to like cut like the I'll have to like because there's a gap like in like the arm part, like the joining part between the two arms is like too long. There's like a small gap here, which nobody can see, but it's there. I think it's visible now. It's like a tiny gap, right? Like it's like if you push it, and then the gap is on the other side, and like there's a gap between the hand and the sleeve. So we'll have to like cut the connecting bar in the middle and like shorten it a little bit, file it down, and then we can like properly fit this. But for now, we'll just leave it. Hopefully, again, if I ever get around to like building this, no, painting it, I mean, it should. Hopefully, I probably won't remember, but hopefully, it should still be apparent enough. That's an M16, or something that looks like an M16. Isn't it? I think M16s are like curved Kalashnikov like magazines, though. Could be an AK, but it's not. Doesn't look. It's a generic looking machine gun. Like I said, like this was in a time where communism, the Cold War was still around. The Cold War was ongoing back when Dragon Ball came out. And Oolong here is like wearing clearly like the red star thing with the green uniform. That's the communist army, the Chinese communist uniform of the time. And yeah, it's a bit of history for you. I just start being chat and chat. The person who was watching just left. Got annoyed I was ignoring the comment. I was not. I just didn't see it. Maybe I need to put a different screen closer so I can see what's going on. Or maybe like it should be like sound. Why is there no sound? Maybe I'll go and take it. I'll check on OBS if there's any settings so I can enable sound. I'm gonna do the chat through OBS, not the YouTube studio thing, which I probably should. I mean, the OBS one is fine. Like it shows me like I can kind of guess if there's issues with the stream. YouTube Studio might be better, so maybe I'll need to like change my setup a bit. It's like all over the place. I'm just rambling a bit. So anyway, arm. I forgot the arm. Let's do the face first. So this one goes here. I don't think there's anything we need to do except here. Seems like that part's gonna make things fit weird. It's like an inside part. Okay, this one is on. Again, it's on a. Point, which is kind of always annoying. Head goes in. Wrong way, or what am I doing? Oh, alright, this is like to prevent it from going too far in, I guess. There you go. Head. Shoulders. I guess arms. I don't know if this one has the same problem. Nope, does not. So I don't know if there's a defect in the Oolong one here, but I don't think it could be on purpose. Yeah, seems like just a regular old defect, which are very, 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 very rare on Bandai kits. Maybe we should clip this. Okay, so get the wrong way. What the hell? This is one of the... Oh, this one has a tail. Yeah. So make sure you don't press. This is the parts where that could break off, like the tail part. Probably needs to be sanded down a little bit. Okay, so try not to make it come into contact with the parts you're not trying to file, which I already did by accident. Like, this is basically just making it a little easier. Go slow instead of fast. Usually just need to remove like a tiny slither and that'll work. There you go, that fits much better. Like it sits tight, like, well, it's still snug, it's not loose. But it's like you can actually press those parts together now and it actually sits all together. It's all seated together. So his neck's out a bit much. That's a bit that's weird. If you look at it. But it should go. Oh, you need to orient the head probably. This way. Yep. And it should slide all the way and not look so creepy. Come on, which way do you go? Seems to be going that way. Okay, there we go. Yeah, may need to be shortened. Okay, tiny bit. Oh, like you getting some plastic cement on this thing will probably make it look a lot better overall. And you go in now. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. So now, and final assembly. Oh, there's a little hole here, which I'm guessing that's where the foot goes. And this should be a hole in. There's a hole in Oolong's neck. So Oolong goes on first, in his butthole. So hand on the thing. There we go. And stab him in the neck. That's violent. Make sure you don't press on this thing or the tail. And there, and make sure it's like fits in the little square depression here. Which, oh, continues down here. Okay, because it's actually fit. Okay, kind of. Alright, there you go. It was Oolong's Road Buggy, volume 6 of 7 of the Dragon Ball Mecha collection by Bandai, which came out in 2017. Alright, so that's about it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. You don't have to hit the bell. Who does that anyway? But yeah, a subscribe and a like would always help. It grow the channel, as they say these days. Although, that's probably going to be impossible for this hobby thing to ever... At least I kind of want it to be like self-sustaining. Like if I get enough to like be able to buy new kits and just make more assembly videos. Anyway, that's it. Oolong's Road Buggy from Dragon Ball. I can't remember. This is probably the early one where like Oolong was still... Well, like, everyone had random costume changes back then. Okay, enough rambling. That's it. Bye.